right there. Janet, hey, we are so excited to spend some time with you today. We want to know, what is the biggest opportunity in the market you're seeing right now?
Well, I can tell you that in a story. So I'm going to tell you about a client that I'm currently working with. When I started working with them, they were pregnant with their first child, and we bought their first time home. It was a stretch for them. It was really difficult for them to get in, but they did it, and I was so proud of them. They just had their fourth, so it's been a minute. So this first time home for them is not the right size anymore. And it was the perfect opportunity right now in the market. If I had to say, what is the golden opportunity? It's for those move up buyers. Those buyers are in the same situation where they got that first time home, that initial jumping into the market home, and they're ready to bump up. So that would be anything kind of below 450 that would be listing for 450 in today's market. That is a perfect opportunity, because when you list that home, you're going to get, that is the most desirable, where you have the most people that qualify for that price range. So you're still going to get a great price when you list on that home. But what I've seen this opportunity is that little bit higher price range, like up to that 800,000, there's a little bit of softening. So just to be specific with this buyer, we made an offer contingent upon the sale of their home, which has been impossible. I have really struggled to get that accepted within the last few years, but we're saying basically like, yeah, we want to buy this higher priced home, and we were at the 720 price range, but we have to get this home sold. So will you accept the offer pending that we sell our home? And miraculously, they said yes. So we were able to get a great price on the sale of their home, but then also get under contract on their purchase. And the other thing is that we did not even have to go over what they were asking. We were able to just be like, sure, we agree with what you're asking, but we're not going to give you money out of our pocket. We're not going to bribe you. We're not going to give you more money than what it actually appraises for. And that's lovely. I mean, I love when it works out that way. And you know, there's also some great opportunities for me to jump in and really negotiate in benefit of a buyer, which in a seller's market, when everything is so specific to what the seller wants, your poor buyers just feel like they're getting rope-a-doped. Like, what else do we have to give? What more do we have to do to get this house? So it has been fabulous to have that little bit of a breather to, you know, if they're softening a little bit in that higher price range, but it's still really solid in that, you know, below 450 if we're listing in that price range. And I have been loving it.
So this is really, I mean, this is a really big deal, because this is one of the little nuances that people who aren't full-time in the market with their feet on the ground every day like you, they're just not going to know this. What you're saying is, in a nutshell, if you have a home to sell that's a first-time home buyer, you're going to get a really good price for that, because there's a lot of competition in that price range. And then if you're moving up, what price range did you say? Like 550 to?
Moving up to, yeah, anything that's 550 all the way up to about 800,000. You know, typically if you're selling a home for up to 450, you're going to be moving up to about 800. So 550 to 800. Yeah.
Yeah. And so buyers that are looking at those $800,000 homes, they're finding pretty good deals, and they're not having to pay like $50,000 over appraised value anymore.
And it's crazy, because I was talking with my coach this morning, and she mentioned she had just gotten off the call with another coaching client who is in charge of other agents. And collectively, of the 19 listings that they'd taken in the last 30 days, 17 had had price reductions.
Wow.
So that's where you see a little bit of softening, and days on market, like it's not so speedy. You know, typically I'm like, you see a house that's like, go, get in the car, go, like throw an offer over, give them everything we can. And all of a sudden we're like, okay, let's take a look and let's process this. And, you know, let's ask for some concessions. Let's ask for some, you know, maybe the seller can bend a little bit here or cooperate a little bit more.
It's a much healthier market, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. We don't want prices to just continue to jump and jump and jump. We don't want them to get away from us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Any other insights or thoughts that would be valuable to people watching this video?
Well, I would just say 100% that it is such an opportunity for those buyers that have that first time home and are looking to move up, that if there's fence sitters, if you or someone you know has been sitting on the fence, like now is the perfect opportunity to jump into the market. It is such a sweet spot. And I will add this caveat that July is crazy month in Utah because we have 2 holidays and everybody thinks it's a perfect time to go on vacation. So every year I have to write myself a big note. Don't panic. The sky is not falling. It is July in Utah.
Yeah.
So for those buyers who've been fence sitting, it is a perfect time to jump in.
Well, it could be really, if you think about it, if everyone's on vacation and there's not a lot of buyers out there making offers and you're a buyer, you could sneak in and get a really good deal in July.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I agree.
Cool. Well, thank you for your insights. They're so valuable. We so appreciate your time. Thank you, Janet.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Zach.